like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Boy, I tell you, what I'm gonna do with y'all, Shaunda X, Karen.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
Hey, what's going on?
I was gonna say I didn't know what to think. I don't know what.
Look at her. Y'all see her Hello Kitty camera?
Yeah, I wouldn't know what the hell was that.
What?
Shaunda, look, Shaunda, you gonna like this shirt, Shaunda?
You looking 2 shades of good now.
Oh, she gonna be my friend tonight, y'all. Watch.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump or not. Don't tell them. We're gonna jump.
What's up, Renard?
What's up, baby girl?
Welcome
Doing
back.
all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm glad to see you. I'm coming to your town in September.
Boy, we gonna have a good time.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
sir. I need to go with y'all.
I hate to see that.
Just let me know. The revolution shall not be publicized, sir.
Lord have mercy. Lord have
Who the hell
mercy.
you think we are? Damn Kwanzaa Gardner or somebody? We put all our shit on the goddamn internet? No, that's not what we do.
You know what? She does no cussing. We're gonna do no cussing tonight.
You ready? You ready?
Hey, did you guys got the agenda?
I'm glad.
Oh yeah. We appreciate you typing it over. Somebody
no, that was a nice one. Say hell no.
Somebody being tacky.
Shaunda, that was so rude. Call people tacky.
Well, I just, Jew, I always have your back. I get it all right.
That's right.
I'm gonna get it all.
I got it too.
Yeah, because we ain't gonna have Dr. Brad calling you tacky. He can call you anything else, but he cannot call you.
Yeah. I'm up here busting my butt.
Yeah. That boy.
And he talking about, oh, that's tacky. It's too tacky.
I couldn't read it, but no, I couldn't see the letters.
Man, that boy in a whole new different world.
But I'm just gonna say this. On Julius' behalf, Julius has perfect handwriting.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I mean, yes, he does. Shoot. He can write any better for me. Shoot.
Wait a minute. I hope there's lemonade.
He could have been my prison buddy, because he would have been writing all my letters. Come do.
I had a friend that used to pay me to write his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Could he read? Could he read you? Because you probably was putting your name and number in the yeah. Don't lie.
That one Family Guy laugh.
I did
You be
not
Quagmire. Quagmire.
Don't lie, man. Just tell the truth. You know, you out there. He don't know.
Hey, Jules was like Michael Jackson. Back in the school, he looked like Michael Jackson, right? Michael Jackson. So he can write a poem.
He said a poem.
Why you done with Doc?
I don't know. I don't know what's up. I think you know what? I need to turn this light off. Yeah, because it's not doing what I wanted to do. How what Ronaway said is not giving what it's supposed to give.
In the club. Bernard was getting flashbacks.
I'm telling you,
boy,
man,
you saw him shaking.
Hey, that's for another show. That's for another show, boy.
We want to know how many toes. How many licks does it take to get to the toe?
Hey, one.
What?
Man, I'm telling you, I am so tired, boy. Woo.
I'm late doing something. That's why I was typing something. I'm late doing it.
Hey,
we got a lot to talk about tonight.
We do. Good night. Has America gone crazy?
Yes. Yes, I have.
and I'm upset. I ain't gonna go off target. Y'all know I'm upset about y'all gonna leave my former president alone, but I ain't gonna jump the gun.
Well, I wrote the agenda just for this. I mean, so we can take out 2 and we can insert.
You in charge. This is the Karen show. You in charge.
Hey. 2 shouldn't take that long. 2 won't take but a minute. 2 is, I think, relevant because
what they talking about.
2 is minding your damn business.
Okay, well,
better do
let's
number 1
start
and
out
number 2.
with 2 then. Let's start out
with 2 then. You want 2? We're gonna start out with 2 right off the bat. Man killed for mowing the lawn. Killed for mowing his own lawn, Bernard. And when I saw his name, I said, well, that was a guy that killed a white guy for being nosy and in his business. And then I went and looked at it, and it was 2 black guys. And what happened was, this for 10 years, they've been at each other. 10 years at each other's throats. So the guy who did the shooting, he likes to cut his grass 7 o'clock in the morning.
I know people like that.
I tell him that's too early.
Yeah.
You waking me up. So they got into people. They called the police 3 times. The police ain't nothing we could do. He could cut his lawn like that. So the other guy who got killed, he's always threatening the guy who did the shooting. So he threatening him, and then on the day that he got shot, him and his girlfriend went out, came back home, and sat on the porch. He let the girlfriend go inside with the food. He sat on the porch and did this here to the guy. You know, like, I'm gonna kill you. You got something to say? The guy done had enough of it. The guy shot him up on the porch. He had a gun on him now. Both of them got guns on him. The other one, he didn't get it out of his belt. But he was with his hand, you know.
That's self-defense.
That's self-defense all day.
That's self-defense.
Shoot. That's classic Trayvon Martin.
Right.
Stand your ground. You know, I'm just saying.
I agree.
Think about
it. You don't play like that.
You got to mind your business. You cutting your lawn, and the man next door telling you this, and then he threatening you. Now, I'm going to tell you, they would have, if it was any place else, they probably, I don't know, I don't forgot where it was.
Missouri.
It was Missouri.
Yeah. If it was any place else, they would have probably let him go after they knew what the deal was. But then they looked at the video and they said the guy just did this. He then reached down to get his gun. You know, and so the guy thought
that's a threat. That's considered that's a threat.
Yeah. So that's where the whole thing is at. and I don't know how y'all feel about it, but if I go out and mow my lawn at 7 o'clock and it's daylight, I don't think nobody need to be crying and complaining to me about me mowing my lawn.
No,
I can't mow it every day.
no.
Well, if you want to put a roof on your house at 3 in the morning, it's your house, it's your property.
Yes.
Yeah, but they got noise ordinances.
Exactly.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Correct. Not to lose your life over.
No. And you know, adults need to start being adults, because they could have come to some type of, you know, agreement that, hey, guy, on the second Saturday of every month, I'm going to be mowing my yard. And I like to mow my yard at 7 a.m. before the sun comes up, because it's more comfortable for me, or that's before I go to work, or whatever. He doesn't even have to tell him why, but they come to an agreement, and, you know, out of respect, you know.
That in the good world, that's how it would be, but you don't have that because you see how fast this it's out of all. It's out of control. I gotta get my fix that. It's just crazy. That's $40-$50 every time. But listen,
that's cheap, ain't bad.
and two things, you know, me and get on Jamal when we was all roommates in college. We didn't get on for running the blender, making juice early in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning while we trying to sleep and the blender going off like crazy. We didn't kill Jamal.
Thank God. Thank God you didn't. Thank God.
You know, for making his nut juice, you know, eggs still over making nut juice in the dorm, you know.
So
the bottom line, man, you know what? The bottom line is this. It was stupid. It was just plain stupid. I think the guy who did the killing, whether it was self-defense or anything, he need to do his time. And that's the problem, man. Black folks are always spending so much time on stupid stuff, and instead of spending some time on real things. At the end of the day, if I want to get up 7 o'clock in the morning to cut my grass, I'm gonna get up 7 o'clock in the morning to cut my grass. Period. And ain't nobody gonna tell me not to cut it. At the end of the day, I think. Let me finish, man. I think it was more. I think it was a personal thing. I think it was personal. I think this man already had in his mind what he was going to do to this guy. It was personal. You know, one thing about black folks, when they have beef, it's something else going on besides that. It's personal. So hey, at the end of the day, man, do your time, man. You can't be just going around killing people unnecessary on BS. Yeah. That's my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, because now you got to sit down there and think about, was it really worth it? Whatever he said, you know, I mean, was it really worth it?
I don't think it was, but hey, it is what it is. People do crazy things. This country is becoming unhinged. Everybody wants to shoot everybody. It used to be a fight in the front yard, and after you get through fighting, then you be friends next week. But now, one going to the graveyard, one going to the jail.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
both family laws.
Right.
That's
right.
somebody. That's somebody. Daddy. That's somebody. Husband. That's somebody. Friend. You know. That's somebody that, at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah. And he may have been whoever this person is that didn't want the other person, you know, mowing, you know, their yard at that time of the morning. He may have been a pretentious, you know, jack, you know, but to somebody else, he was the nicest person in the world, you know, and he didn't deserve to die over his position, you know. I mean, because we don't know. He could have had a mama in there that he was taking care of that, you know, he didn't want. I mean, it could have been so many reasons why this just bothered him so much that he had to lose his life.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Hey, and believe me, hey, in my neighborhood, we compete. If my next door neighbor cutting his grass at 7, I'm gonna be right behind him because I want my grass to look better than his grass, so I'm gonna be out there cutting right behind him.
Exactly. That's
Believe
usually
that.
how it goes. You must be from Liberty City, you know, because that's what
right.
the Liberty City folk do. You know?
Yeah.
And they do that for real. Yes, sir.
That's what the Liberty City folk do. Huh?
Baby, you better know about it. Hey, shout out to Todd Rose. Todd Rose, my guy. If you need a lawn man in Savannah, you better check out Todd Rose. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Well, these titles under the wrong darn folder. I don't know why Jamal's show was still up there. Y'all know, starting in September, we'll be going to 1 hour for all shows. If your hour show, you might have to be cut back to 30 minutes. This is when we switch over and start going to Roku. We're gonna have to cut shows because the time is.
Oh, he set up. He done set up or not?
Yeah, he set up. Now he's saying every show gonna be 57 minutes. Now every show become equal with his.
That show was late tonight. I don't call no names.
Hey, boy, you better sit. You better sit back with that talk. You better sit back. You better sit back. Wait a minute now.
And that's in September.
Yeah, September we got a lot to do. We got a whole lot to do, and y'all just stay tuned. How they say, our growth, our progress. Please excuse the mess while we progress.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say stand by and stand back.
Come on now. Come on, John Lewis.
That's for later in the show. But we're going to be picking it up a little bit. Everybody, we will be getting with every show to pick it up a little bit. To you got to pajazz it up and get everything that you got to get in that 1 hour, 57 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What y'all got on number 1? Or did we do number 1?
So number 1 is the IRS and the 87,000 new auditors that they have hired to do audits on people making 400. They say 400,000 and above, but that's what they said.
Yeah, they mean $4.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So you don't believe them, Bernard?
Man, long as they don't come after me.
You believe that this is a middle class thing?
You know what? I'm like this. As long as they don't come at me, it's good. But the IRS need to get a life. At the end of the day, they say they're going after people making 400,000, but at the end of the day, they targeting people who making $4.
Well, no. Well, see,
another stimulus.
If you making $4, but your assets don't say so.
You got a mean underground business.
Yes. I
ain't got no problem with it.
I don't
That's
have.
all being smart. That's being smart.
Mm-hmm. I think that they should start going after the richest people in America, because those are the ones that's not paying their fair share. Mm-hmm. So
the whole economic system is messed up anyway. It doesn't make sense. For example, if my credit score is 200 and yours is 800, why is my interest rate higher? The whole system, the whole capitalistic system is not smart at all. And you know who started this? Ronald Reagan, with this trickle down effect, which made it even worse. The whole system need to be, as Jamal Torres said, need to be burned down and started over.
Hey, RG, if your credit 200, you can't even credit nothing for McDonald's.
Hey, you can't get a French fry in it. You can't get a car tire.
It
don't make sense.
You can't get credit with that hat Jesus way.
Yeah.
I think that after what we found out about Equifax, the credit system needs to be revamped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't gonna be about your credit in a minute. It's gonna be about what you owe, and that's the problem now. It's gonna be about what you owe the government. Where do you hire 87,000 people from?
And where they at?
7,000.
Hey,
they putting up IRS man on every corner in America.
I'm getting a part-time job there.
Hey, you gonna be in the corner and say, "Hey, come here." Hey,
they get them from Enterprise. Enterprise printer.
I'm getting a part-time job.
I said, "It's got to be a misprint. 87,000. What the hell? 87,000 people. The economy put on 500, over 500,000 jobs last week or last month.
Last month.
Yeah. So.
But they have these Republicans. They're talking about, oh no, this is you guys, the middle class. They're coming after the middle class. It's like a fear-mongering thing when it's I really believe that it is big business that they're going after.
Yeah.
Because
hold on. 87,000 people, I don't think they're going after big business.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's big business and people that's making over 400,000 a year.
Okay, well,
okay. Well, God bless them.
Yeah.
I know it ain't me, so I ain't worried about it. Next subject. I ain't know when they're 400. I ain't know when they're 100. Next subject.
Well, you know what they did to Wesley Snipes? You see, Wesley Snipes owed what, $3 million, but he refused to pay his taxes for 10 years or 7 years or something like that.
But it took 10 years.
Yeah, that's called being dumb. He could have. He should have started a foundation, and that would have been his tax shelter. Some of these folks just don't use their brain. I'm like, why? That don't make sense to me. But you fight with the federal government if you want to.
You'll never win.
I'm good.
You will never win.
I would hate to get up in. What he did, 3 years in jail, ruined his career almost. Now he coming back being in little bit parts when he was one of the hottest actors out when that happened.
Back when that happened.
All you had to do was just pay them. Just pay him.
He's gonna be on P Valley.
Time to pay. He just refused to pay.
He's gonna be on P Valley.
You think so?
Yeah, he's gonna be a little murder friend.
They said
that's another subject right there.
It cost them $80 billion to hire those 87,000 people. $80 billion. They're going to collect $203 billion.
And give it to Ukraine and not pay reparations and not feed the hungry. Oh, let me hush.
So I hope they are going after the Walmarts and the Disneys and all them boys.
I hope so too.
Not the Browns and the Halls and the Smiths.
Yeah. Trust me. If they hire 87,000 people at the IRS and 40,000 are black folks, they gonna sit on their butt and they ain't trying to y'all know us. We ain't got time to be calling no damn audit nobody.
Jamal, get him. He talking
Trust
about black
me.
people.
You so dirty. He's talking about black people.
They'll be moving those audits as slow as possible, boy.
Ivan Cohen say Nino Snipes.
He really did, yeah.
Say he
and really my brother's keeper. The Carter baby. What y'all know about the Carter? I know that movie. That was bad. That movie, boy.
Shoot.
I'm gonna start telling Bernard that sit your behind down before I make. What do you say? Make your $5 behind some change.
Well,
okay, and part of what Jamal, why are you so quiet? What you doing over there in that corner?
Man, he's sitting there looking like Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown will be back next week.
You know, he's sitting there looking like Charlie Brown. I'm trying to look to my right, but when I look to my left, I see him in the corner, and I'm trying not to get on him, but I'm gonna let it go.
One thing we can say, he's not Charlie Brown because he's too quiet. Charlie Brown don't know when to shut up.
Oh,
Charlie
Lord.
Brown, hey, I'm talking about the real Charlie Brown.
Oh,
Linus and all of Opie.
Now, Opie is not on Charlie Brown. Lord, fix it, Lord.
Okay,
We call you Peppermint Patty.
I'm gonna call you Hazel. I'm gonna call you Hazel.
But I know that even if they're doing
John, we ain't got no money, so
give everybody time to pay back their debts though.
Why you obsessed with IRS?
They don't just come and arrest you for money.
Nah.
They give you time to pay it back, or they take certain things from you, but they can put you in a real quagmire. So I would say hide your money and save your money.
Yep. So if you hadn't been paying your taxes or filing your taxes,
they're doing this because of inflation?
File your taxes.
There it is. You hear see that, Bernard? I'm on my side.
Sit your behind down before I make change.
And it's some more words than that, but I ain't gonna say because it's a family-friendly show.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Start filing your taxes.
Shaunda, if you're gonna go on with that, you're gonna beat that horse.
Okay. We're gonna go on to the next topic, and the next one is we're gonna move these topics around. Trouble in Haiti. Now, Jamal got a lot to say about this because he has Haiti. So, Jamal, tell us what's happening over in Haiti because I don't understand it. How country so poor be out there fighting with gangs, and what is? Give us the story on.
Well, someone on yesterday, I had some people and we discussed this, that what you see happening in Haiti, that this is not something people think it's just something that's popped up just like that. This has been an ongoing issue that has happened, and the United States is tied to it. The United States is tied to it. France is tied to it. Britain is tied to it. European nations, Spain, is all tied to it because they have done all that they can to undermine Haiti, and that this is not a 2020 or 2018 matter. This is a matter that goes back in time. The United States intentionally crippled Haiti. France and the European nations all intentionally crippled Haiti so it can never be a shining example. The United States, people don't want to have this conversation. They think about Bill Clinton and others with regards to the invasion of Haiti, that the United States invaded Haiti in the early 1900s. And when they went down there, and that's why I tell folks about Black Lives Matter, there was a report that was done regarding Black Lives Not Mattering in Haiti, that you had U.S. military personnel in Haiti who were shooting Black people in Haiti because they had rifles. And why they have rifles? Because they were going out hunting. And so then the United States government also took the Haitian gross national product, like anywhere from some 18 to 30 years. Then in addition, as some Haitians want to say, we want our gold back. The Haitian gold reserves were taken from Haiti, taken up to New York. And I want to say a corporation known as, I think is now Citibank or Citicorp, they were the ones that now have it. And so then they put people in position to now be the leadership of Haiti who did not have a concern for the people. And so then when you finally get somebody who is about, as I was going to say, about the people, who was looking at it from the standpoint, and I guess I'm going to give you all the equivalent of this right here, that as you all talk about Alderman Keisha Gibson Carter, Alderman Bernetta Bryant there, Alderman Lisa Miller Blake, that when you finally have the people who are in political power who now want to redistribute the wealth, you have some other people on the outside who are upset about it. And there's some of the wealthier people who are in the United States, who are in France, who are in Canada, and they do all they can to undermine it. Then, of course, the natural disasters come into play. But then now what happened, you didn't even have humanitarian organizations that's supposed to be taking care of stuff down there. Even Bill Clinton, his corporation, they're not, the money that's being people donating are not actually going to administration, going to with regards to costs. And so now you see this abject poverty there. It is the same thing we see right here in the United States. Now we're looking at a nation, but look at our communities in Savannah, in Chicago, in New York, and look and other places around the country where we see the homicides and we see the violence that's occurring is based on, again, You got an entire nation that has oppressed. Well, we got communities that have been oppressed.
True. So they destabilize the whole government, and now the people are suffering, and nobody's going in there to stabilize, to reestablish it, you know.
And so the United States be going in the military to help the military. It was horrible. They had photos and everything over there, and I mean there were videos of what was happening over there, and it was just terrible. What is going on?
Yeah. You know what? Go ahead, Jamal.
It's the same thing that happened even with regards to when you have UN peacekeepers who are raping and sodomizing girls and children in Haiti, and in some cases passing on diseases and illnesses to them. But they're UN peacekeepers, and you see the same thing happening because, again, yes, as my sister Shaunda said, they have constantly destabilized Haiti, and so this right here becomes an example now for some people, and that's why I say it becomes even much larger. They're going to show you that this is how Black people are. This is how that's why you can't let Black people have nothing. They can't even control their own country. But nobody goes and look at the background behind how it got destabilized. Who were the people that played a role in all this right here? Where the genesis of it all?
Yeah, because you know what? It's like this. When you got a crooked leadership and everybody getting money under the table, and then all of a sudden you change leadership for what's right. Now you hitting in those people's pocket. And I'm gonna say this here, and you know, it is what it is. If y'all change leadership in Savannah, then I guarantee you're gonna have the same issue. Watch and see. Because you got leadership now. If you change, they for the people. The one you got now, they ain't for the people. They for the one who's gonna pocket, you know, making other folks making money and making rich. And that's in every city. When you start having the right people want to do the right thing, then you got a problem with the other people, because now you messing with my money. Ain't no different than a drug dealer. If you taking drugs from out his neighborhood and going somewhere else, then he got a problem with you because you messing with his money. It's all about messing with money, and that's what's going on in Haiti. You messing with the other folks' money.
And I'll see the comment. It's Clinton's fault. It's the United States' fault. If you ever have the chance to go outside of this country to another nation outside of the United States, you'll realize how arrogant and messed up the United States is. We have a bad habit as a country of stepping in people's business. And case in point, example, the Dayton Agreement, Dayton, Ohio, many years ago, that impacted Sarajevo and those countries over there. We have a bad habit, but the problem is what you just heard Dr. Trey say. You're not gonna hear that in mainstream media. See, CBS and all of them gonna make it look like we so helpful, we so great. We just want to. No, we're not. We some messed up folk who think we own people and control people. And the United States has got to learn to stop people's business. And what bothers me with this whole Ukraine situation, we're not getting the truth. You're sending all this money across the ocean, and you ain't feeding your own people, housing your own people. It really should bother folks.
Yeah.
I mean, you're definitely right, Doc, because when you have mass homelessness, homeless camps, homeless cities, you know, sitting right next to Minute Maid Park down here in Houston, you know, you have hundreds and hundreds of tents.
Yeah.
A tent city sitting right in a metropolitan city where there's, I mean, one of the richest cities in the country, and you got all of this homelessness, but your country is sending billions of dollars every month to a war that we're not even involved in, supposedly, you know. But then, you know, you don't understand why, if you're sending money like that to Ukraine, why can't you send money like that to these Haitian children? And, or why can't they seek asylum over here? Because definitely they qualify for asylum. You got 200 people getting in these little old rafts, risking their lives to try to make it to Miami. And before they can even get to the coast, they're being intercepted. And they know the state over in Haiti right now.
I don't understand how they send black people back, but they let everybody else come across and get
You
asylum.
understand why?
Yeah.
Right. I'm about to say, you don't understand?
No. Yeah, it was rhetorical.
I know. I'm about to say, wait a minute now.
And you're absolutely correct, Julius, because I told folks this. I said that if you are Cuban and you make it to Miami, they give you a parade.
Yep.
If you are Haitian, and I'm telling you, literally, one of the times that I am in Miami and I'm there for a Haitian program, I'm down there. In fact, we were going to fly out to Haiti because we're there. I see on the news somebody made it, like Shaunda just said, somebody made it to the mainland, the Florida, and that person was chased down by authorities, crossed the highway, and they talk about this. And so I'm like saying, so okay, you chase Haitians down. The Haitian, their descendants are one of the reasons why the United States even became a nation, because they fought here in the United States for this to become a nation right here. But here go Cubans who had nothing to do with it. That they get them parade. But a part of another sad story about this that people don't realize that in Florida, you had Haitian school children basically in concentration camps. School children, you got kids basically in jail, in prison down there, and that's again because of what transpired. And so that it basically, you were saying, it is rhetorical because it is an absolute case of foreign policy racism.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you're right, Sandra. I'm like every city that I've been to this summer, man, I seen so many homeless people, especially in Miami too, man. It is ridiculous, man. They laying all over the place, and one person was in a wheelchair and got out and laid on the ground, and it is crazy, man. The United States is fake. They fake. They don't give, excuse the expression, they don't give a damn about color, our color, and until we start standing up for ourselves, man, and stop fighting with ourselves and stop killing us because you cutting your grass. They gonna always treat us like period. We allow things to happen to us. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, all we want to do is look good, smell good, ride around in these Mercedes and all that, and making all this money. And at the end of the day, get in that system and like let the Fed come to your house and then see what happened then. See what happened to all those cars and the money and all that.
Okay. You're right.
They need to wake up, man. We so stupid. Period.
And that was part of my question, and you answered it. What can we do as Black people, knowing that these are our people and that they're suffering? And people don't understand the correlation. They're suffering, we suffer. They are a part of us. No other race on the planet allows their people to suffer like that.
Yeah.
But us.
True.
We stand by, we let it happen. They won't even talk about it like we are.
Yeah.
And
see, that's why this platform is so important, because we talk about those issues that other people won't talk about on all our shows.
And let me tell you, Houston has one of the largest Nigerian, and African populations down here, right? So I talked to them a lot, and they said that the reason why they don't have anything against Russia is because Russia will let them come into their country and get educated. Russia sends them, sends all kind of stuff over to Africa, unlike Ukraine, you know, so they don't have anything. They don't have no beef with Russia, and neither should the black people over here, you know. But here it is. Our media is trying to make us force it down our throat that, you know, Russia is just such a bad, you know, country.
Let me raise my hand. Hold on, Shaunda. But you know what? Right now, and I don't mean this in harm. You're eating the bait. That's a distraction. Donald Trump is a distraction. All these distractions do what? Keep us away from what's in front of us. And what Julius said. I don't give. Let me be careful. I don't care what's going on in Russia. I really don't. I don't care what's going on in Ukraine. I really don't. I care about what's going on in Africa that we don't hear nothing about. I care about those people in Africa that don't have no electricity that we hear nothing about. I care about those people in Haiti. That's what we need to care about. I don't care about these distractions. I don't care if Donald Trump gets shot by the FBI. I just don't. Because what does that do for the people who continue to suffer that look like us?
But that's
we got to stop falling for distractions. That's
what I was saying, Doc.
No, you're talking about Russia. I don't care about Russia. I don't.
But
stop talking about Russia. Russia does nothing to do with Haiti. We need to focus on our community, not what Russia doing and who like them. Who cares who like them? I don't care. I care about our people who have always been
us over there to die in fighting in that war after a while. Because it's going to come to a head. The Americans are going to be fighting Russians or Chinese after a while. Y'all just wait for it. That's what's going to happen. Some people got to die. They got to take the population. Enough people didn't die from COVID and monkeypox and every other pox. So they got to wars are good for countries' economies. And that's how they have operated forever. So, you know, it's just part of the way. We just got to be able to come together and understand that we don't do for we. We don't speak for we, and that's part of the problem. Until we start standing up and understanding that we matter and that we should help each other, that we should lift each other up, it's always going to be a problem, and we're going to be in a sunken pit in our communities.
Well, we need to stop talking about it. We need to stop talking about it and do the same thing that they did when the people of Ukraine started hurting. They started getting out in the street and marching and all kind of other stuff and raising money.
Yeah. How many people got up a Pray for Haiti thing on their Facebook page?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
You got more black people talking about pray for Ukraine, and the Ukraine treating your people like garbage, but you got a thing up there talking about pray for the Ukraine. I mean, Ukrainian people need some help, but they need to get it from the sympathy. Have they prayed for black people? Have the Ukrainian people say Black Lives Matter?
Hell no.
Oh, so what the fuck?
Yeah.
And they
but you know what? Hey, but you know what too now? If we the Rabble and we gonna keep it real, I'm finna keep it real now. You got some Haiti in America don't like us. You got some African people from Africa stay in America that don't like us. They treat us like we hope that like the white folks treat us. Trust me. So I ain't giving them all no credit now.
Well, you're correct, but they're a dime a dozen, Bernard. The whole body.
That's a race.
Africa, the whole body of Africa doesn't think like that. If we go over there, they welcome us and they love us. You get the privileged ones that come over here that has been brainwashed in institutional.
Well, you get the privileged black folks too.
We are below them. Everybody that come over here think that they are above us.
Yeah.
What you say, Jamal?
Oh, no, that's what I was going to say. Actually, what we have to do, and just like I was sharing with the group yesterday, you know all that's about. That's oppression. See what it is? I got to get the people who are tied to you not to like you. And I got to get you not to like them. So on both sides. So here in the United States, we got a bunch of African Americans who don't like Africa at all, who don't like no other black people, who don't like people unless they got certain complexion and things like that. So the same, that's what I'm saying. The same dog that bit us bit them too. And once we not realize that, that's why we don't even fall into that trap. That's the trap. Because some of them are taught this, just like we're taught not to like Africa. So how many black folks, how many people travel to go to Africa on a trip? No, they're going to go to France. They're going to go to Rome. They're going to go to Milan. And so, but we think that's okay because guess what? We think we're below. And that's why, Julius, what you're saying, that's why we don't support one another. That's why the whole thing about how we treat one another, how we kill one another, it's the same story. And that's why that's not everybody. And to give you an example, this is what I asked in my class. I asked this in some of my class. I say, all right, I want to show a hand of y'all. How many of y'all sell drugs? Right here on the Rabble. How many, show a hand, how many of y'all sell drugs?
Just put your damn hand down.
I'm actually, all you should be raising your hands because that's what black people do. All black people sell drugs. But that's the narrative that's put out there. So guess what? So that's why we can't get mad if other people come over here and got certain thoughts of us because they've been trained by these other people. Because we also been trained also to think that, oh, Africans sold us into captivity. I'm like, but the other part you don't hear, that more of them tried to stop that from happening. But guess what? We don't talk about that. We're going to talk about how we see what some Caucasian person has given us in our minds, how not to like them and tell them not to like us. And guess what? That's the enemy. So I'm like saying to people, when will y'all tell the enemy?
Okay.
That's why I say that's oppression right there. And so we need us. That's why I'm just saying that what happens is that, so that's why in Savannah, when people get mad about certain people supporting other folks, I'm looking like, I know that's oppression. That's why they support them. That's why they stand up. That's why I started to do something, Julius, but I ain't gonna do it. But
so are you saying that we need reconciliation?
We're gonna talk offline. I need to know that. We're gonna talk offline.
When you do stuff like that, and you're gonna tout your wonderful relationship with the Caucasians, but then you don't look out for black folks, guess what? I know what that is. I know that's psychological. I know you are oppressed. You might not think you ain't oppressed, but I know you're oppressed. And that's why we can't buy into you. But many of us do buy into them. And so, so that's what it is.
So who cleaning? So my thing is this. So who cleaning up America? Who cleaning up the street? Who cutting the grass? Who building these houses? It used to take 3 months. Now it's taking 1 month. Who building all these streets and up? The Mexicans.
The Mexicans.
The Mexican is one cleaning it up.
That'd be nice.
The Mexican is one cleaning up America, and the black folks building America by making all the money by playing basketball, playing football, rapping, all that.
Entertainment, right? Yep. Ain't nothing changed.
So at the end of the day, we used to be the clean up people. Now we done got big and beside ourselves. The Mexican, if it wasn't for them, it'd be a nasty country. Trust me.
But no, you know what the NFL Combine is, right? The NFL Combine ain't up the new slave trade.
Well, I have to throw this out here and say that, understand, even with that was not by accident. See, and I'm telling people, when people go and say, oh, we see the Latinos doing this, that was a design. Just like the whole thing, y'all see, because we look at this stuff about the abortion issue and that people are like saying they had said this, they created, it was not, that was by design. Because what happened, I tell people that guess what? When they go and say that they talk about illegal immigration, guess what? I lived in DC, I lived in Hyattsville, I lived in a complex where it was nothing people from Latin America there, and it was very, very few black families there. So they're right there in DC. But later on, when you not got a political game being played, you talk about illegal immigrants and all this stuff right here. I tell you, they knew about this, but then what it was is about them not setting an agenda in place. So with regards to, it's not black people being lazy or anything like that. It's basically what have they done to us to make us not do certain things? And guess what? Because now I'm going to bring it home to Savannah. So if any of y'all might remember this, you might not remember this. Who were the ones that used to clean the windows on Broughton Street and down on River Street at one point? Who would clean the windows on River Street and on Broughton Street? It was African Americans. Yeah. But guess what happened? That they didn't get black folks out of that. Listen to what I just said. They get them out of doing that. So they started getting Caucasians to do it because they started seeing who was down on River Street that was enjoying River. It was African Americans, but they began to hatch plans in their minds. And that's why I'm saying this stuff is systemic. Now, y'all know I joke about who I support with regards to politics and other things like that. I joke about it, but when it comes down to it, I know what the real deal is, and that's why I talk certain ways. That's why I'm saying what we see with regard to Latinos being right here, it was something that was done intentional by the system, by the government. It's not anything brand new. And we act like, oh, that's why I tell people, as I told people I had on yesterday, I never let the oppressor get away. When we begin talking like that, we are allowing the oppressor, the very one, to get you out of the story. Then you allow them to escape. Because now I must tell y'all, if I ain't know, I thought I made sure with y'all before. It is something called buffers. What is a buffer? Now, some people in New York used to call buffer Negroes. But if you come from, again, if you're from the Caribbean, they know about buffers. If you're from India, you have buffers. Because what is what they do? The system of oppression, what it is, they know that they are oppressing people, but they can't do it. They know it's not best for them to be the ones doing the oppressing, because they know the oppressed people come against them. But what you do, you create a group of people in the society that you now put them in the position, because now they become the barrier. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put out the laws. I put out the policies. I have this certain things that happen, but then I have the buffers. So now here are the people on this side right here who are oppressed. Who they come after? They don't come at me. They come at the oppressed people who are the buffers. That is a science. That's psychology. That's what has always happened, because we've seen that with regards to Black folks, Native Americans, Latinos. We've seen that in India, in the Caribbean. That's what they're going to talk about. We got to create a group of people who will always be the ones that, again, the oppressor is going to set the law, set the policies. But guess what? The oppressed people, because they got the blinders on, they ain't truly looking at it saying, who's the one really causing the problem? That's why I say, I never, ever let the oppressor slide. The oppressor is the one that we need. All our folks need to be on the oppressor. And the brother asked me yesterday, he said, Jamal, we got a complicated history. Black folks have oppressed Native Americans and Latinos. And I told him, I said, I don't sweat none of that right there, because they have done the same thing to us. I said, but guess what? The one who I don't excuse, them jokers right there, the oppressors. And he looked at me like, I said, because all that was a system. That's how we got it. We got to cause y'all to hate one another. That's what it all is about. That's why I say, never, ever, anybody on the Rabble, never, ever fall for the heel of the oppressor. And I did a writing on this about the tools of oppression. That's what this is, tools of oppression. And we can never buy. I'm going to say this. We can't fall for it, because that's what they like. When we begin spitting out some of this right here, they say, oh, we got them. Because again, that's why they know that one, Teray a problem. But if we can get 50 of them not to listen to Teray, then that works, because still, they're going to still fall victim to all this stuff, what we're doing. So again, it's about oppressing our people. And guess what? And some of the same one we call Mexicans, guess what? They are Black also, but we get caught into that too. The average Mexican has 4% Black blood in them. But do anybody talk about that? No, because we ain't knowing who we are. That's why I keep saying, yo, stop with that found the guy doggone oppressor. I will use some other language, but I'm like, that's what the average Mexican has 4% African blood in them. So where does that come from? So again, we call them Mexicans. We call them Latinos. I'm like, yo, those are Black people that also deny who they are. They deny who they are. They fight Black people also. And now going throughout the Haiti, you had Haitians come into Mexico. Guess what? Some of them got raped in Mexico. They got to the borders. They would not let them come across the borders. So that's why I might say, that's why, again, I say, that's why I try to be chill. That's why I tell people never want Jamal, because Jamal, like I will pimp slap foolishness and the oppressors. I will pimp slap the oppressors and the foolishness, because they want the lies to always come out. And my job is to speak the truth, and they don't want people to speak the truth. And that's why, again, I say our shows are important, because now we cannot elevate the people so they don't be caught up into the doggone bull crap. I'm like saying, yo, people stole gold, stole people, human trafficking, rape people, and nobody say nothing to me. Like, oh, I need to have sympathy for other people. I ain't having no sympathy for no other people. I need to look at my people first, because that's where it started. That's my humanity.
Yeah, I understand. Listen, I understand everything you just said. You said a lot, and I understand that. But at the end of the day, the key word is solution. I'm not gonna let nobody mistreat me. To be honest, I don't give a damn about the history. Let's talk about now. All this depression, let's talk about now. Let's talk about
history.
Yesterday. Let's talk about today.
History. Everything, every second of your life is history.
Today. Let's talk about today.
That's right, and that's what we're talking about.
Half of the people don't even know the history. Half of the people don't even know how to spell history. Okay,
history is right now. This very moment is history.
Let's talk about what's going.
History in the past, history in the present.
Right now.
History in the present, right now. This is history.
Right now.
So that's what we said. That's why I just say, stop listening to the goddamn oppressor.
Listen.
I said, stop that. Stop listening to the oppressor. Stop listening to them. When you spit some stuff out, you have listened to them, and they know they got you right now. So that's the solution. When you don't spit that out, then they know they ain't got you. Then they know they gotta fight you. And then now when they know the fire coming, then you burn it all down. Then you say, okay,
so who listening? So who listening? Who the hell listening?
I got people who listen to me right now, and they out there doing stuff. I got children doing stuff. So that's why I say, that's why everybody who be around me, I tell people, I say, guess what? I say, no matter what y'all say, I know the stuff that I do work, because when I got children who can listen to me and they make stuff happen, then I know for a fact it is real. But see, other people.
Children listen to you. Children listen to me. You ain't the only person they listening to, Jabbar. You ain't the only damn person they listening to.
We ain't saying that, but I'm just saying, you asked a couple what's going on. I'm saying, we just give you the information. So that's why so that's why you don't never say nobody listening.
We can go on and on
if you saying that,
and talk about
if you then you never fix your mouth to say nobody listening. If they're listening to you, you never say that. That's absolutely wrong. And that's stuff that drives people crazy. That's why I say, I know people listening and understand what time it is.
What the hell we gonna do about it?
If you saying that, then you get the defeaters right there. If you defeat them, if they listen to you, then you know you got it. You don't even sweat it no more. If they're listening to you and they're doing what they gotta do, then you never see your man.
At the end of the day, we don't want to hear it.
That is the language of defeatism.
You ain't gonna talk me.
Don't mute them. Don't mute them. Let them have it out. Give them 5 more minutes.
Only because I gotta go get my people right now. But I'm just saying, never use the language of the oppressor and defeatism.
And I'm gonna get my people too. We're all gonna get our people. We're all gonna do the same damn thing with our people.
Well, that was lively, and that was great.
Julius, what you say?
That's why they call it the Rabble.
Right. That's what it's for. Lord.
You know, like
you can come back, and I love you, and you can come back, and we can start all over again.
We get
one thing about Bernard, baby. Y'all glad he on our team, god dog. Baby, if we ever get in trouble, I'm not
going to jail.
This is why this show gonna stay at 2 hours, a 2-hour show. If you want to be a 2-hour show, we need you to contribute $10 a night, and I'm gonna put the banner out there. $10, everybody watching. We need it to make it a 2-hour show. If not, we're gonna take it to 45 minutes. And you just saw why. Look at that. Look at the advertisement. But y'all scared to talk nothing.
Hey.
Whoa. We
next
got
subject.
To take the temperature down.
All right, next subject, Shaunda X.
Next subject.
All right. So we're gonna be talking about these Republicans in panic mode.
Shaunda, he gonna cry when he get in the car.
What you're not gonna do is talk about my future.
I'm messing with you. Know we gotta laugh. We gotta laugh. Julius, you better call. Julius, go ahead and mute and call him.
Y'all ain't right. Y'all sandstorm going by right now. It's a sandstorm or something out there.
Where?
In Savannah.
Shaunda, quit being a Karen.
Oh.
Karen, next subject.
But that was
that
very
was lively.
I love y'all, man. That's why I love y'all. Shoot.
Woo!
Hey, nothing love.
Because when I can't turn up, y'all do.
They say sand is blowing up out there and people are out.
And y'all got a tornado. A tornado in Cobb County.
That's the ancestors speaking.
Yeah, Bernard and
okay, can you go to the next thing?
Jamada whipped them up.
Shaunda, you will be a dead horse. The meat then came out when it ate the meat.
No, I said
the horse is dead. Next subject.
The Republicans in panic mode. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about these Republicans in panic mode.
You had a Republican representative yesterday. What his name was? Scott Perry.
Scott Perry.
Yeah, he was stopped by the FBI. 3 of them stopped him yesterday and took his telephone.
Boy,
I tell you, it's getting hot. It's getting hot. You support Trump and you did something crazy. Believe me, they coming for you. Yeah. I don't care where you at. They coming for you. I got something for old who there's McCarthy. McCarthy told but we'll get to that on Trump when we get to our last subject. Our last subject is what I want to talk about, the Attorney General and all of them. But that's gonna be the heated part because I know what I would have told McCarthy. But anyway, we on the Republicans are in panic mode.
My thing with that.
Now Scott Perry from Illinois, where Jamal got
Pennsylvania.
He's from Pennsylvania. I think he had to go. He had to go. Handle.
Okay. From Pennsylvania. He's a Republican from Pennsylvania. Yesterday they took his phone. Lindsey Graham coming to Georgia. He got to testify. Y'all know what Rudy did. Rudy chickened out. Rudy got so scared that he had to come and testify when he used to having people testify when he was the New York U.S. attorney. Now he got to go and testify because he in trouble for trying to protect Trump. Rudy said he having heart problems. He couldn't make it to Atlanta.
Do y'all think that's going to work?
That's it.
Or do y'all think that that they're going to find him in contempt of
Rudy Giuliani?
Yeah.
Oh, Rudy might as well get ready not to drop the soap because Rudy, cousin, you going down, buddy. It's a wrap. You already can't do law. You already look like a dummy. But my thing with them is, at some point, I'm gonna back you up. But when it gets to being a part of me getting some time over some stuff behind you, and you might not get it, it's a wrap. It's only gonna be so far. I'm gonna go with you in the dumbness.
Yeah,
they dumb. They real dumb.
Real.
I mean, and think about it. Over what? Over some power? You ain't even get $1 out of it. You ain't get a Happy Meal. You ain't get no ribblers from Applebee's. You ain't even get a blunt. Like, come on.
Because Trump don't pay nobody. He don't pay nobody.
But I mean, just think about it. Over some power. Now your dumb self ain't got no phone, and you going to jail. Like, you gonna be in the jail restaurant like somebody else getting your wife cookies. Like, how was it that serious?
Huh.
I'm making it graphic because that's how dumb they look.
Yeah.
It's
Jamal, where are you at? You
I told you to call him.
Jamal, I just pulled up your contract. You can only be gone for 3 minutes.
Hey, y'all keep bothering that man. Check on him for real. Y'all so messy. Check on him.
Hey, he might well come on back. He might well.
But no, I call him and apologize right now.
Hey, he ain't got nothing to run and tell because the show was at 6, so he can't run and tell nothing. But come on back.
Hold on, you told me. I know. JB used to beat you up when you was a child.
Who?
JB.
Shit.
That's Charlie
Brown.
I ain't never got no.
Charlie, we need you right now. We need you right now, Charlie. I'm sending you a link right now.
Charlie who?
Not a head.
That's Charlie Brown. He'll come back next week, y'all. He'll be back next week.
Y'all don't quit doing my friend like that.
We even need Air Scott. I'm calling her.
But on, you know what? On a serious note, I'm gonna say this here. All those fools that follow that fool Trump, man, trust me, their time is coming. And you know what? It's not even about the Fed. It's not even about the Republican. It's not about none of that. God is tired of him.
This is God.
Told me last night. He tired of him.
His kids testified last week in New York court, and you know they said they got how many charges they got? They could charge Donald Trump with.
Yes.
See, but you know, the Republicans are just in a little. They in free fall right now, so they got to support him. Or if they get Trump, then guess what that means?
The whole party.
They get them too.
Yeah,
exactly.
So they got to try to support him because if they get Trump, they get them too because it's a lot of them. How about the guy who walked the people through the Capitol the day before the riot? The show
on camera.
Yeah, he should be locked up right now. If that was a black man, that has to be in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you could at least put a mask on, bro.
Black Lives Matter people around. See, but the law is not fair. It is not equal. When they do things, they say it's okay. Donald Trump can break as many laws as he wants, and the Republicans stand up for him. The Democrats, whenever we break a law on either side, the Democrats want to put you in the hole.
Yeah.
But the Republicans, they stand by their man. Now.
And they will pressure the Democratic, the Democrats to sit you down and everything, but they don't do it within their own camp, and that's what bothers me. We always crumble and fold and everything, and we ain't done half of this foolishness. We're watching felonies occur. I mean, because did you see how? Well, I can't jump, but I'm gonna jump. Did you see how many boxes they took out of that house?
Yeah. Well, you might as well. You done jump. You might as well just make it all one subject and go on over there to it.
They took. I mean, it looked like some type of doggone the whole record collection of Michael Jackson out of that damn house.
Well, Trump was stupid anyway because he did what he thought he wanted to do. You can't do that, Donald.
Donald.
They told him, hey, you done violated everything. You almost can walk on Broughton Street and kill somebody and still get away with it. But you cannot take these papers.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you cannot hang Mike Pence.
Hey. But then
you cannot hang Mike Pence.
He want to talk about Hillary Clinton, right? When it was the emails. Yeah. He talked about Hillary, lock her up. If she take the fifth, then that means she guilty. What did he do today?
Ooh. All of them took the fifth. They done took
how the Lord come back and anoint you.
They done took the fifth, the sixth, the
7th, and the 8th.
I mean,
that's all right. But you know what though? Check this out, y'all. You remember when the Republicans didn't like this little guy named Merrick Garland?
Yeah.
Payback's a bitch.
Yeah. Merrick.
Remember how they did Merrick when he was a Supreme Court nominee?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know one thing about them too?
if they would have just let him go on the Supreme Court, he wouldn't be running havoc through their camp right now.
Yeah.
And look at God.
Hey, and you know what? The one thing about them, hey, they make you disappear.
But what's so bad though is this. This is what gets me. You're on a national stage and the world is watching you. And anybody can see that it is wrong what you're doing. The Republicans are doing, defending Donald Trump, knowing that he's guilty, knowing that he's corrupt, knowing that he's a damn fool. And they all defending him. People going to jail left and right defending him. So, and they can't get to him, but they finally got to him now, in which all of y'all do owe me some, bow down, because y'all all said, I don't know where that Tiffany at tonight, but even she said, ain't nothing gonna happen to him. All y'all said it. Yeah. I told y'all it's two things on this earth that scare me.
Yeah.
God and the feds.
Yeah.
Anybody else, I don't care nothing about you.
You did.
But you know what? You're right, Ju. But let me say this here. Let's go down the history. Hey, you got the Kennedy boys doing whatever they want to do with Marlboro in the White House. You got Nixon, he did what he had to do. You got Tricky Dick Clinton doing it, and then you got this fool, Trump just took it to a whole new level. But you had the first black president of the United States came out of there with no scandal.
That's all I got to say.
Oh yeah,
drop the mic. That's a drop the mic moment.
My president.
That's it.
Didn't nobody go and raid his house.
Period.
He's somewhere in Maui right now.
Yeah.
Chopping it up. Laughing, and
somebody buy Obama a shirt that said, "What about Merrick Garland?" Baby, that'd be fire hot, man.
Yeah. Hey, but you had the first black president in the White House, and you had the first black woman president in the White House at the same time, Michelle and Obama.
Exactly.
What does this Jackson John say? what y'all talking about, and that was a black man in the Waffle House saying what he going to do tomorrow. Either got 30 years in federal penitentiary.
What happened in the Waffle House? What
I
happened?
have no idea.
I think he's trying to.
We don't care. We're not talking anything about any color.
He's trying to make a point, but I don't
when
get
it comes to
right.
Donald Trump, idiots come in all colors.
Yeah.
Idiots come in all colors.
Yeah.
So
this is just the biggest one that we got in the United States right now.
Yeah.
The idiots come in all colors. Donald Trump can make all these people swallow some poison and be happy swallowing it.
Yeah.
See they dying and still give loyalty to him. Knew. Listen, after January 6th, people got to be these people that think that they're going to go and do something in the Capitol for now. If you go back there, they will kill you. If you go back there and try that again, they will kill you.
So all Republicans go.
They will kill you. Ain't no more that gonna happen no more. They will shoot you on the steps from now on.
They gonna shoot you that sidewalk.
Yeah, that was the biggest
I wish
threat
you would.
in 200 years in this country.
I bet you Secret Service say. I bet you say I wish a Morgan would come up in here.
Hey, you see that it was about 2,000 or 3,000 of them in there, right? But you saw when they shot that woman trying to climb through that thing with her bad ass, they killed her.
It ain't funny, but it is.
No, it ain't funny, but she ain't no business jumping through there.
Baby, that boy had that girl. Boop.
You know, they started running out then. Half of them left. That's what really calmed it down. You know, because they was trying to get in there. That guy don't shoot her and kill her. They coming in there. Because if she get through, they're going to feel like everybody can come through. Yeah. So exactly. They want to start shooting them on the steps. They were never supposed to get that close.
Yeah. Exactly. But do you guys feel like, you know, I mean, because the Republicans have been, I watched, I didn't really watch on the day of the raid, I didn't really watch CNN and NBC. I watched Fox News, and those Republicans were saying all kind of things, you know, defund the FBI. This is war. You know, every Republican needs to get up right now and go to their state house and do this and do that. You know, it's like they're inciting these people to war, really. Yeah. You know, do you guys feel this climate, you know, the way I'm feeling it? Because I think that something is about to happen. I think that we're about to have a civil war.
Well,
I don't think it's that far. I just think there is a very clear spirit of divisiveness that's really thick now. And when I mean divisiveness, I mean politically divisiveness, racial divisiveness, gender divisiveness. There's a lot of divisive spirits that are plaguing our communities.
Listen, Sandra. I don't know what you're feeling, but I hope you ain't drinking. Because listen,
you saw the red cup. She got moonshine.
Listen, Lisa.
Right. Thank you. Say it again.
Listen, these people got over. I think they said the other day it's over 1,000 that's been charged so far.
Yeah,
1,000 been charged so far that went to the Capitol and acted a fool. And more to come.
But for that 1,000,
let me give you the facts first. Let me give you the facts.
Go ahead.
Over 1,000 of them done been charged and going to prison. Okay? Over Donald Trump, who they thought could save them.
Mm-hmm. The daddy.
Okay? So now you're talking about I'm going to get up and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do something in Donald Trump's favor to put myself at risk, my family at risk, my livelihood at risk, everything I built all my life at risk over Donald Trump, who they can't see is using them. So what's the first thing Donald Trump did yesterday, the day before yesterday when they raided his house? What's the first thing he did? After that, he asked them to send him money because they raided his home.
Exactly.
He don't care about nobody but Donald Trump. You're supposed to be a billionaire. You see the house he live in, and you asking me for some money.
Yeah.
If you send Donald Trump some money, you're the biggest idiot on the planet.
Yeah. Donald Trump is hey, Jude, if Donald Trump was growing up with us, boy, that man, Donald Trump is the biggest coward.
Exactly.
I agree.
He's a big period.
He's a big
Donald Trump is no man. He's no man. It's like this. If you throw your kids out there and then it's all about him.
Right. That
comes around, goes around, and you got all these nutty, white folks following this fool. That tell you what kind of person they are.
Yeah.
You following a fool straight to hell. Straight to hell.
You couldn't say no better.
And I don't get it. But you know what? I guarantee you, hey, you know what? I started to say something, but I'm gonna leave that alone. You know what? When you're a coward and when you like that type of person, you ain't going to prison. You're gonna take the other step. And y'all know what I mean.
Yeah. He'll commit suicide before he have to do 1 day in anywhere. No, you couldn't even lock him in a freezer.
Donald Trump will not kill himself.
Mm.
First of all, one of the things that will happen is he probably won't, if he gets convicted and charged, he probably won't go to prison. They'll probably give him home confinement and probation. But I told y'all, you cannot beat the United States government. I don't care who you are. No man is supposed to be above the law.
Yeah,
no
exactly.
And they have to prove this. This is what I said months ago. They have to show the country that nobody is above the law.
And nobody. That's what Garland has been saying for the last 4 weeks on every one of his little interviews, So and they should have saw this one coming.
Well, here's the thing. He's arrogant, but this is the thing. The one thing that every legal expert has said about Merrick Garland is that if he didn't have the salt, he wouldn't have done it. So there's something to smell. And it's more than some documents. I'll tell you that much.
I think so too.
Yeah. And you got to realize this. Just like what his name, Steins, when they had these little girls on that island, Donald Trump's and all those big high profile white rich guy had all these little girls on that island, and then and my man sitting in jail, and all of a sudden, where he at now?
Dead, because they had him killed.
That's all I got to say. You want to hear this? Let me tell you about the Rabble. Let me tell you about our black media. We keep it real. We say things that people want to say, but too scared to say it. Period.
Yeah, you ain't gonna hear this on The View.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what Merrick Garland should have said to Kevin McCarthy.
I want to hear it.
McCarthy told Merrick Garland that he's out of control, to clear his calendar and to save his documents, because he's gonna pay for it later on. If I was Merrick Garland, I'd call Kevin McCarthy and tell him, say, I want you to get all your crew, so I won't have to say this but one.
Y'all got around.
Don't bleep none now.
Get all of them together. When you get them all together, y'all call me so I can tell y'all all together one time. And then I would tell them, I am the Attorney General of the United States. I am the law. I am commissioned to follow the law wherever it takes me, even if it is to your front door.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what you should tell them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you know what's so crazy? Man, you can't, man, this real life true story. You cannot make this up. You talking about one of the president of the United States gangster in our living room. This boy said kill the vice president of the United States.
Yes. Can y'all imagine?
About that.
Can y'all imagine what the history books are going to look like?
Hold up, Shaunda. If Biden came after Kamala, baby, every AKA in the world be done told that White House.
Hey,
Right.
Oh, you ain't gonna
Right.
And what's so crazy? These fools was one door away from him. They was gonna kill him.
And y'all president saying maybe he should get killed.
We're gonna stop for a commercial break. Hold on.
Jesus, come back.
Maybe he should, because obviously the people, understand or understand this better than he does.
Boy, I just got a text from Charlie Brown. He said he watching, and none of y'all bet not say nothing about him.
Baby, next week I can't wait to the argument between Charlie Brown and Bernard. Bernard gonna lose that argument.
Hey,
because he done had damn near a year to prepare
we'll talk
for
about
it.
him in the front of his face. We ain't gonna talk about him back.
Chandra, why is he not here? What happened in that year, Chandra? Tell us why.
Because Bernard ran him off.
Oh, it was Bernard. Bernard. Look at you coming up. You like Trump.
Man,
It was Julius and Bernard that ran off.
I don't think Bernard had nothing to do with it. Bernard had nothing to do with it now. That's his cousin.
I ain't got nothing now.
All I can say is that he's been practicing in the mirror for the last almost year. And he's ready for y'all. He's ready for y'all.
Well, I hope he's gonna be all night long.
No, he's gonna be half the night. He's gonna be half. He's gonna be half. Cause
y'all dirty.
He done got half a year older now. So, he was already old. So
I got another guest coming next week. Hold on, let me show y'all.
I think he owed us an apology for just leaving. I think he owed us an apology.
He does too.
I got another guest coming too, y'all.
Hey, Charlie.
We got another guest coming next week too. Hold on.
Who?
Hold on.
Damn. Okay. Hey,
Uncle Clifford.
Boy, you stupid.
Who's Uncle Clifford?
You want to see Uncle Clifford? Uncle Clifford will be here next week. You don't watch P Valley?
Yeah. Uncle Clifford,
I ain't never seen it.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Julius.
Man.
You don't want to see Mercedes?
Ooh, this
look like Mercedes.
They done went to a whole new level now. I'm
baby, I ain't seen it yet.
I'm catching up. I'm catching up because I miss it, boy.
Hey, all I'm gonna tell you is this: you better not be eating.
Hey,
don't tell me.
All I can tell you is that your wife will not approve of this.
Yeah, I cricket letter I.
Man,
humpback eye.
Yeah. That should be nominated for everything.
We got a caller. Caller, what did you say?
I say, tell Don to hold that picture up again. It's gonna be all night long.
You know what?
You heard him, Doc. He said, "Hold that picture up again."
Oh, my phone broke. My phone broke.
I'm gonna call Charlena. I got her number.
Tell him that the first time something moved in almost 6 months when I saw that picture.
I'm calling
Lord
Charlena.
have mercy. Lord, well, I want to go back. Don't end up in memorial.
Just what to put on the menu for a person who can't get up their spirits, and I appreciate that, my brother.
Bernard gonna bring 5 more. Bernard gonna bring 5 more out of Atlanta.
Bernard must be auditioning for Santa Claus the way he looked with that white ass beard.
It's on.
Everything in Miami. They clean me up.
So, Charlie, anything you want to tell your fans on your return for next week?
No, all I just want to say, that I think we living in strange times, and we're gonna have to attack them together, and we're going to need them to share, as get as many people as possible, because that's what we need to spread the word. Be like a broken refrigerator. Can't keep nothing. And that's what I want out of them. That's all I want.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
And Sonia, try to do something, try to look a little better next week. I'll appreciate that.
I'll try. I'll
take care of yourself now.
All right.
I'll try to do
see you
something
next week.
I'm gonna pull it together for you. I got to go out on the date.
Have a little something showing.
All right.
That was the great Charlie Brown. He's returned next week. Charlie comes back next week, y'all. Next Wednesday, right here. Y'all be here.
You got him a backdrop?
Y'all had a show tonight. That was Charlie and Julius a few minutes ago.
Wasn't that a perfect? That was perfect. You got that was a perfect segue. Did y'all playing that, Bernard?
Hey, we're gonna let them come back this time now. We ain't got time to be letting people who leave and don't want to come back. We're gonna do it this time.
Jamar said he gonna kill you. I just got a text. He said, "Tell Bernard I'm on the way to his house." Oh no. Jamar said he on the way to your house right now.
You gonna hey Bernard, you gonna eat your cornbread?
Hey, tell him I'm coming to him. I'll see him Friday.
He done drunk his nut juice. Bernard done ate his cornbread. We gonna see. We'll see who's gonna win this one.
No,
you know.
And where Tiffany at? Tiffany better come back next week. Man, that'll be the show of all shows. How Trump do the show of all shows.
That's it.
Rebecca said Trump going to Mars. Say maybe his family will be one of the first to colonize Mars.
Child, please, they all look like damn aliens anyway.
Oh, that's not nice.
Boy.
Well, it's a lot to take in. You know, I felt a little sorry for Donald Trump. I lied. When he said they even broken my safe.
But
idiot, you thought they were gonna get a warrant for the whole house. You got the safe locked. Did you call? Did you leave the combination for? No, they got in the safe.
Yeah.
The funniest thing was somebody holler about everybody. They probably didn't break into it. They knew the combination was 4545.
Man.
His simple self. About 4545.
Oh, hey, y'all heard what the FBI told the Secret Service?
No, what?
They called them and say, "We outside. We got a warrant to search this premise." Secret Service say, "We all got what?" They say, "Did you hear us? Open the damn gate."
What day?
No. You know, that job was probably coordinated too.
Hey, you can't get in these people's way. They told the Secret Service, "Stand down, or you going with us."
Yeah,
we're gonna shoot your ass.
Stand down, or you going with us.
You know what's so cowed about this, man? This would piss me off. I mean, I say something and I was posting it and I thought about it and I took it back off because I know it's gonna put me in jail. He said that the Russian people shouldn't trade Brittany because all she is a drug dealer. Really, dude?
Really?
Who said that? Donald Trump?
Donald Trump said that in some I see it and I started
Kodak Blackout and somebody else.
Man, this dude.
You should have posted. Well, your wife like plastic surgery, so what that mean?
Even though he pardoned all of his felon friends, that Stone guy and all of the other ones, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? He just, Donald Trump gets on my nerves because he just wants to be relevant.
That's it. Yeah.
That's all. How people just say things because they want to be seen or want to be heard. I mean, that's why he gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
But y'all, we got a few minutes, so I got to tell y'all about this.
Oh Lord, it'll take an hour.
Y'all heard about that couple, that the pastor and the co-pastor in California, that they were robbed, quote unquote, air robbed, for $1 million in jewelry at their service. Somebody came in, only went straight to them and put them down on the ground, only them, and robbed them for $1 million in jewelry.
That probably was somebody they knew.
Weighing $1 million in jewelry for.
And nobody else in their whole congregation was touched. You know,
it's probably somebody who knew him.
Yeah.
When you run your mouth and tell her I got this and I got that, what you think somebody, what a criminal gonna do? They gonna come get it.
First of all, there's several things wrong with that that's gonna send them to prison. You know, as soon as they file the insurance,
that's the other part, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as they file the insurance, I'm just dying for them to file their insurance company for that $1 million in jewelry, because they are going straight to jail.
Yeah,
and
get some pastors with some jewelry,
because we are on host hottest topics. Woo-hoo!
We got pastors with planes.
Yeah,
which blows my mind, but y'all be stupid enough to pick nothing.
Okay.
Remember that was Creflo that said he wanted the plane, right?
That's our church business.
Yeah,
they should buy him a plane.
Look, y'all ain't gonna throw no green Bibles at my house.
Now Creflo was saying that you should, tithing is up to the people. You know, not 10% for everybody, and you shouldn't charge a person.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing. And this is the black church in general. And I ain't saying nobody's perfect, no organization is perfect. Unless every member of your church has been fed and clothed and sheltered, you don't need no plane. And if you done with your church congregation, what about your community? You don't need no plane.
And you damn sure don't need no $1 million worth of jewelry.
To wear to a church that don't even have no damn security.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good point.
Okay.
You got $1 million worth of jewelry on, but you're in a church that don't have security to stop the robbers from coming to take the $1 million worth of jewelry.
Hey, last time I checked, Jesus ain't had no plane.
Okay. Pastor Hall's church got security, and I ain't never seen her wear $1 million worth of doggone jewelry. So I'm just gonna leave it right there, And what really bothered me about it is, it had to be some of us. It was us, and I'm like, no sooner than they filed that insurance policy, 3 weeks later, it's going to be an update to this story, and I'm going to be here for it. I promise you that.
Let me ask you this. Shaunda, tell us about, I'm seeing Beto might beat Abbott.
Who?
For governor. They really think Abbott's going to lose.
Beto is going to, yeah.
A Democrat is about to take the governorship in Texas. That's nuts.
It's going to be
That's big.
On. It's about to be on. But what I'm hearing from reliable sources is that Herschel Walker might take
he's in the lead. Herschel's up by 3 points.
Yeah. Don't y'all believe that?
Yeah.
Listen, we got some stupid people in Georgia, but they ain't that stupid to vote.
If y'all let Herschel Walker walk up into that damn city, I promise
Julius, I agree with you.
Never come back to Georgia.
I agree with you, Julius, but you got to think about it. We're going into football season. That's going to play a part in it. That really, I get what. Think about it. You're going to get to see here in Georgia. If Herschel shut up and just let Georgia name brand his work, he got a chance.
Yeah. No,
he got to shut up though. He ain't gonna shut up.
What you say, Bernard?
I think it's every race is for the Democrat. It's up to them to lose it.
Yes,
it's up to them to lose it. Because when he was running the first time, he was hot. He was went at it. I mean, he on his bus. He just doing what he doing. I don't see that. I don't see Stacey doing that. I don't see it. And don't be surprised. It's Herschel can't even spell Herschel. Trust me.
Herschel had on a Cassius Clay shirt in the commercial. What the hell is he doing with a Cassius Clay shirt in his commercial? I mean, it's an old clip of him with Cassius Clay. Cassius Clay is Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
I know you don't espouse anything Ali said. If Ali could be in front of you, he'd probably knock you out.
Fix it, Jesus.
Hey, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, these races are I don't believe in the polls. I believe in getting people out to the polls.
Yeah.
The polls, because they've never called me for a poll. I vote every single time. They've never. Have you ever got a call, Bernard? Have you ever got a call, Robert?
Oh no.
I get text messages.
No. She just had to mess it up.
Yeah. Did you get a call from these people asking you who you like so they can put you in? They could use your vote, your decision in the tabulations.
Yeah.
Huh?
I get text messages.
And what?
No. Let me translate. Lisa.
Who will you be voting for in the Senate race between, and it says, and then you answer the question. Or will you be voting? No, it says, will you be voting for?
But let me ask you
no. No, she never got no.
Exactly.
Because they asked me, would I be voting for Abbott? And I said, hell
It's enough
no.
for me, dog. It's enough for me.
And suppose that's an Abbott-sponsored poll, and then his people ginger rig it. Or whatever, not ginger rig.
No, I know what you meant. Leave it there. Leave it there.
Suppose his people rig it to make it look any way that he wanted it to look, and they called you. I mean, they just called you to just say that they called your number. You're going to say, well, I must be in that 5% that didn't do that, didn't say that. That's all you're going to say, because I don't trust any polls. I don't. I believe in getting the people out to the polls. The day that you vote, that's the polls.
Yeah.
That's the polls. You can get exit polls. Get some exit polls and you get a pretty good number. But they didn't believe that Chatham County was going to turn out the way that it did in Georgia. They didn't, but surprised them. They thought the race was going totally the opposite way. Mm-hmm. But it surprised them. That's why I tell you, don't believe no polls. Just get people out to vote. Everybody, you got a responsibility, obligation to get people out to vote. Do your due.
Yeah. These people spending more time trying to buy your home. They ain't gonna call you who you vote for. If one more person call me one more time about buying a home, I'm gonna buy a home.
Yeah. Well, if the home is worth $200,000, then tell them $600,000. They won't call you no more.
Yeah. $1 million.
So you say you want it, you can have it, but it's $600,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if they
we renovating a house over on the west side now, me and my brother, and they keep calling us about it. I said, well, in the condition that it's in, it's all already gutted out, tore up, everything for us to renovate. I say it's worth about $40,000 right now. I say you can give me $100,000, we'll take it and you can have it right now.
Yep.
So they ain't gonna do it. They stopped calling. That's a Mo calling. I don't have time to talk to them.
Yeah.
Next subject. Anybody else got any hot topics? So Sandra, you didn't tell us what these hot topics that everybody.
Right.
I said everybody had to have one current event from their city or something that they've seen or read about and would like to talk about.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes, I got a hot topic.
Yes, Bernard.
Boy, South Beach. Let me tell you. It don't get harder than that, buddy. Trust me.
Woo!
Man, hey, I got a new name. You know what they call me in
Big Daddy?
now? Chocolate Thunder. Yeah, I am no longer American. No, I am Chocolate Thunder.
Is it molten chocolate?
No, hey, I don't wear suits no more. I got Adidas. I got Nike. Hey, trust me, they made me
You
change
got
my
gifts.
whole outfit.
Chocolate Thunder.
He's on.
Thunder.
Julius, you missed the.
Sandra was on South Beach. Did y'all see Sandra on South Beach? Hey, did y'all see Sandra on South Beach this week?
I did. She had on a thong. She had a thong.
Thong
on. A shoestring.
Yeah, Lord have mercy. You know what? We can't even talk about that. I got to come on your show, Bernard, to talk about my. Huh?
You was on South Beach with a thong on?
Nah, I went to a Baywatch party.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
With a thong on.
She's on West Beach.
The dental floss kind.
I couldn't even post the rest of the videos that I did have.
Was Pamela Anderson there?
No, it was a LOC party, actually.
Oh, okay.
What the hell is LOC?
Right.
Lesbians of color.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to come on my show and talk about it because I got a brand new show. It's gonna talk about everything happened in Miami. So you come next week and we're gonna tell everybody what happened.
Man.
Hey, let's talk about Miami though. How about that party? Did you get on that party boat? Let me tell y'all, they got a party boat down there, man. You just get on that boat and ride.
RG, I was the party boat.
Man, me too. Well, look, I went for my cousin's birthday. I told her, now how you gonna have more fun than me? I said, I told you I'll get my money's worth.
Hey, this is true. Hey, based on a true story, trust me, me and my boy, we had a bodyguard with us. I'm serious, the whole time. Woo. And I'm gonna leave it like that.
Hey, you know what? We're gonna be like Bam and Medea. We got this thing. We go down. We got.
That's for America After Dark on Saturday.
Oh, did you guys see the heartwarming story of the Little League team, the Oklahoma and Texas? The Paralyn team from Texas was from right here, like 20 minutes down the street from me, and the two little boys that hugged on the diamond, that was our people, you know. So I think that if all, you know, if the kids, if the adults could model the kids, you know, and bring down the rhetoric and just hug it out.
No, I don't want no monkeypox. Don't touch me.
No, man, shoot, we wound up winning, but they hugged it out, and it was so heartwarming. You would cry.
I mean,
look it up on
he threw a pitch and hit the kid in the head, and when the kid was down on the ground, they all went over and prayed and everything. The kid got up and went to the base.
No, I get it. I'm sorry, y'all.
But he walked over from the first base and gave the pitcher a hug. The pitcher couldn't finish the game because he was so upset that he hit this boy in the head with that pitch. You know, so it was pretty good. Yeah. Tell me now I'm gonna kick his behind, and that ain't no threat. It's a fact and promise. Swear.
Hey, what you gotta say?
Hey,
what you gotta say? What you gotta say?
That's threat. He can't be threatening. That's the threat there. The message that Jamal said is not a fact on the Rabble. You can't be doing that.
But no, talk about news. Talk about news, Shaunda and Bernard Julius. How about talking about the young kids? How about at Disney, that young lady who was American Sign Language and she met the princess that also did sign language? I don't know if y'all saw that.
I saw that. That brought tears to my eyes too. You know, my grandbaby, she's only 18 months old and she's signing. They're teaching her how to sign. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
What's
Y'all,
going
I
on,
gotta
Julius?
get out of here because it's thunderstorming
Yes.
and I gotta go and pick up Chris from football practice.
I was just for to ask y'all's last words.
Oh, we gotta come out to Texas one day and come to a game. Because Texas got real football. I don't know
If
about
she get us tickets, we coming.
Hey, it only costs $6 to get into Friday Night Lights, and Chris is playing on varsity football this year.
What position?
He is playing running back.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Make sure you take videos. Make sure you take
I definitely
videos.
will.
Yes. Create him a
When he-
YouTube page.
When he
Create him a
goes to
YouTube
the middle
page.
and they clock him, I want you to send me that video so I can always show it to him. Say, dude, this you here. Yeah, this you here, man, dude.
Yeah.
They knock your lights out. You won't talk noise to me. He always bowling up at me. He bowls up at me like he can beat me. You know?
All right, now. Bernard gonna be with you now.
Krista got a whole lot of muscles, y'all.
Little Herschel Walker.
That's it? No.
Tell
He
him
gonna
he
be a
cannot
little rice.
Okay.
Then he cannot walk behind you with
Hey, we're gonna have next week Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena next week on the Rabble.
Hey.
Charlie gonna be the special guest referee.
See you guys later. I love you, America.
All right, love you. You be good. Hey, that's a fool, boy. Hey.
like this.